episode 6. I'm so excited to be here. We're just trucking along, and if you've noticed, the weather is getting cooler. Temperatures dropping. This is a time where we're not as motivated to work out or eat healthy because the swimsuit time, outdoor time, where we're wearing shorts and t-shirts and bathing suits is gone. So we might be exhausted from all the exercise, and this is a time where we're just really tempted to eat lots of comfort food, lots of carbs, lots of just unhealthy things because we're trying to just keep ourselves warm, and it's not as motivating to go outside in the cold weather and get that workout in. It was hard for me. I had to get up at 7 this morning. I went to the gym. I swam 32 miles, did freestyle, breaststroke, kicks, all that stuff, and then got out of the pool and did a 1-hour body pump weight training workout at the YMCA. And I had all this other stuff to do, but I got my workout in, and you can too. So we don't want to work out really hard and just do all those amazing things for our body and then just load up with things that are not healthy just to keep ourselves warm and comforted with the weather. So I have a very special treat to share with you as far as a vegan recipe. It is Vietnamese. It is called pho. That's P-H-O, pho. If you've ever been to a restaurant like that, it's delicious. I know when I first had it with my friends, I really enjoyed the flavor, the boldness, and just the different contrasts of textures within the dish. And it was a lot of vegetables. So I'm just going to walk you through, as I usually do, what I have here and where you can get things at. Got my lemon water here. And then we're going to get started. So, I have a lot of spices here, but I want to tell you that this soup is basically a vegetable soup. So here I have carrots, fresh broccoli, they're all fresh from your produce section, green onion chopped, really, really good. This is going to be the fresh veggies going in our soup. I also have the sauteed veggies. So the sauteed veggies are white onions. I've sliced them wide ways, like so. I have portobello mushrooms. The recipe calls for shiitake and oyster mushrooms, but the reason why I put portobello in here is to make it, again, accessible to anybody. Let's say you don't have an international market where you are, or it's just really hard for you to get to one, or maybe the mushrooms that are shiitake and oyster at your store are extremely overpriced and they give you a better discount with portobello. You can use portobello, that's okay. You're just looking for the fungus, meaty texture from the mushrooms. So I have those here also. I have minced, finely chopped fresh garlic and finely chopped ginger. So those are things that are going to be sauteed. I have my vegetable broth. Now, this can be questionable just because you want to make sure you get the right broth. So the one that I have is called Full Circle Market. It's an organic vegetable broth. It has no MSG. It's low sodium, just not a lot of sodium in it. And it has a lot of natural ingredients. Everything is either some kind of vegetable powder or some kind of spice powder with water. Okay, so there's nothing in here to thicken anything. It's just nothing but vegetables and water. It's very delicious, and you can find it at a local store. But if you can't find anything like this, just look for the broth that is all vegetable, doesn't have any MSG, and is low in sodium. Look for that. I have my olive oil here. I have my paprika, cumin, granulated garlic blend that I'm going to use throughout the segment. I have, I think this is 2 lemons and 1 lime just squeezed in here. That'll be used periodically throughout the segment. I have my sauteed tofu steaks. These are sauteed in soy sauce, sesame oil, and lemon juice. So those will be here for when we need them. I have my sea salt here when I need it, and the fresh herbs. So these can vary, and I have sweet mint here, so you can get mint leaves from your local produce section. They're really cheap if you go to an international market. Like I got these for $1.24, and this is how much comes in the pack. $1.24. That's a lot of mint. I usually don't go through it. I usually end up turning it into some kind of lemon mint drink or something. It becomes really refreshing. And then I also have Thai basil. Thai basil, this was $1.50. And there's a lot in here. Sometimes when you go to a produce store, like a regular grocery store, basil is really expensive. So be careful with what you choose there. Please don't use dry basil, use fresh, because I'll show you what it's used for. And then slices of lime as well. So I'm going to keep these out here. I'm going to put these away. Okay. I also have my whole cloves. So cloves are also on the menu. I'll tell you where those go. Those are going to be used as well. And also the star anise or star anise. So these are just spices, aromatic spices that go in the soup that just really bring out that Thai Vietnamese flavor that we're looking for. So the first thing we're going to start with is I'm going to put these veggies right here. They're going to go in first into in here. And usually what I'm doing is I also use the less sodium soy sauce. You can also use your Bragg's if you have it, like Bragg's amino acids if you would like. But I'm just going to get that started, and all I'm doing is caramelizing these veggies that I have here. So these are about to be caramelized. I'm just going to dump them all in here. Okay. Smells great. With that, I'm going to give a dash of lemon juice, very small amount of sea salt, very small amount of my spice mixture here with the cumin, paprika, and granulated garlic. And then I'm going to just mix all this up. Make sure contact with everything I put in is set, okay? So we're looking for these to be caramelized. They need to be see-through, translucent, because that grilled, sauteed flavor and texture is what's going in our soup later. So we're going to just turn that up high. Just let that chill. Okay? In the meantime, we're going to talk to you about what's going in the soup. Okay? So I have this kind of strainer here. It's something that you keep when you have spices. You can use this for tea or whatever. I got this for $3 from my international market. So in here are my cinnamon sticks, like fresh cinnamon sticks, okay? They're kind of broken into pieces so they can fit inside of my ball here. I got some star anise in here, and I also have the cloves. Lots of those. I used to cook this without this ball, but what I noticed is that when I was eating my food, I would be choking on all kind of bark. I felt like I was just choking on all kind of stuff here when I was eating it, so it was just better for me to keep everything in. So I still get the flavor, but everything's caught inside this ball, so I don't have any issues with the spices, the whole spices, getting stuck and interfering with the flavor that I'm getting. So really great apparatus to have. And so that's going to go here. There's a hook that it goes on, and we just hook it to the edge of the pot. Okay, I'm making a small pot for myself. Usually when I'm cooking for a party of some kind, I pull out the big gun. This is what I usually cook it in, and it's gone by the end. But this time I'm not doing that. I'm just cooking for myself. Okay, so you got to be careful with your portion sizes. So now we're going to take our broth. Okay, I don't know if it tells me to shake well or not. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to pour this in like so. Okay. So this is done. Fill the rest with water. Not going to fill all the way up because I have veggies going in here. And this is going to be a really heavy veggie soup. I'm probably not going to put all these veggies in here. Okay. So we have those. And then we'll just start adding in spices. Now this is going to go on my pot back here. I haven't gotten sophisticated enough where I am having an additional pot here. We'll work on that setting soon. This is a tablespoon of soy sauce. We got our lemon juice here. I'm not going to use all of that. Well, I went ahead and used all of it. So all it's going to do is make the flavor even better. And then a little bit less than a teaspoon of salt. Okay, I'm going to be light on the salt for now, just to make sure that I'm not going overboard with the salt. So let's check on our veggies. They look great. As you can see, they're brown. That's really how we like them. So these are ready. Okay, this is how we want them. I don't know if you can see that, but if you see how brown everything is, when I flip this over, that's kind of the texture I got. They're falling apart. This is perfect. Okay, so I'm going to turn the stove off. And just put these in here. Looks so good. Okay, take that out. This is gonna come out too. Looks really good. Everything smells delicious. Very quick, right? Like, a lot of these mushrooms, just all these things here have been prepped beforehand, just chopped. You can buy them prepped so that you don't have to worry about doing a lot of work beforehand. And so that's in there, and all I'm going to do is just top this off because I want to make sure that the ball is covered. So that's there, and there's my soup. Okay, so we're gonna let this cook for probably 20 minutes. All right, so I'll cook that for 20 minutes and just do a quick break there. All right, so 15 to 20 minutes later, we have our delicious soup here. Now, if you're as busy as I am, some things you can be doing while this is cooking. You can be cleaning up all the chopping you did. As you see, I have my dishwasher ready to go. Just trying to give you some tips so that, you know, you're not overwhelmed when it comes to cooking vegan and feeling like it's just too much work. There are things you can do while you're waiting. So the flavor for this turned out really good. I only had to add probably an eighth of a teaspoon more of salt and a little bit more of the garlic, paprika, and cumin blend. So this is ready to go. All right, so again, everything should be tender. And you can flavor this to your liking. Just keep in mind your dietary restrictions. So now I have my rice noodles here. These are the rice noodles that I usually buy. You can't really see them, but they have lots of Asian symbols on here. But it just says Bon Pho Toi fresh rice stick noodles. So all you're looking for are just fresh rice stick noodles. It's just rice, water, tapioca, potato, and vegetable oil. But basically that's what these are made of. And they're great. They're not too heavy when it comes to eating. All right, so I have a few of these in my bowl. And some people like to drown these in water first before they put the broth in. But I go ahead and just put the broth and the vegetables in. So I'm going to do that like so. And just continue pouring and pouring, getting as many vegetables as I can. Just keep going. Okay, at this point I'm just adding only broth. Just a nice mix there, so it's nice and full. I'm gonna pick my assortment of leaves. So I'm picking basil. I also have some fresh spinach leaves here as well. Usually people use cilantro, but I thought I'd do something different today. So lots of basil. I'm gonna squeeze my lime juice in here. And then add some tofu sticks tossed in soy sauce and just seasonings. So you can break that up however you'd like. And here's your pho. All right, that's what it looks like. You can see it. I'm just gonna rotate it around. All right, you can eat this with a fork or you can eat this with sticks. I have my spoon ready. And I also have my chopsticks. That flavor is really good. You can taste all the flavors in there. And my clove, star anise, and cinnamon ball is still intact. It's sitting in there just adding to the flavor, and I can taste it in here. Okay? And then I just eat. Okay? I like chopsticks. So here's my noodles. I promise you I've used this before. Oh man. It's been a very crazy day. So I'm just rolling these up. and they're delicious. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab a piece with the tofu. Really good food. Mushroom. What I like about the veggies is the veggies really collect a lot of flavor. Like there's so many pockets in these veggies to collect flavor. So when you bite one, they just explode in your mouth. Mm, very, very good. So this is the meal for today. It's very warm, lots of flavor, and again, really not high in salt at all. I did not put a lot of salt in this dish. For reason being, I just want to stay hydrated as I train. So I hope you learned a lot. This recipe stems from a Tasty app, and I can put a link at the bottom of this video, but I would love comments, questions, concerns about what I did at certain parts of the segment. Just let me know. But this is Live and Grow Fresh here. Just saying, continue to live vegan, healthy, and strong. Find ways to enjoy what you like. I want to say we might do burgers next time, or roasted sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts. Things that are, again, hot, warm, but still healthy for you. And just let me know if you have any requests. Well, have a great week.